Jesus Christ in Matthew 12:40 said he'd be in the heart of the earth 3 days and 3 nights. Can you go over that timetable to show how that thing fits in the resurrection?
All right. Talking about Jesus Christ being in the heart of the earth 3 days and 3 nights. Now that fits in with the resurrection. But I think works is this. That Jew counts the night before the day. And he does that because of Genesis 1. Genesis said the evening and the morning were the first day, the evening and morning were the second day, the evening and morning were the third day. And one way you know that thing, and he said the evening and morning the first day, evening and morning the second day, evening and morning the third day, evening and morning the fourth day, evening and morning the fifth day, evening and morning the sixth day. And when he gets that seventh day, he doesn't say there's any evening and morning to it. You ever notice that? He says evening and morning, sixth, when he gets that seventh one, there's no evening and morning to it. Now, you know why that is? Because he says, 1 day with the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is 1 day. Therefore, this earth is going to be here 4,000 years, and Christ's going to die on the cross. This earth's going to be 2,000 years, and the Lord's going to come back. And when he sets up that 1,000-year kingdom, there's no end to it. See? So it doesn't go in an evening and a morning. It just goes on forever. See? Oh, let me tell you, man. That book together is put together like a human organism.
Amen.
All right, now you take a thing right there, that evening and morning is how it's given. So we talk about 3 days and 3 nights. What we got to figure here for? We got to figure, first of all, 3 nights first. All right, we have Christ crucified on Wednesday, not on Friday. That Good Friday and all that stuff, you know, it's just Catholic bunk, you know. Good Friday, bad Saturday, Tennessee Saturday night, Sunday, Monday always, Shrove Tuesday, Ash Wednesday, Catfish Friday, all that kind of business. All right, now that thing is laid out like that, and he's crucified Wednesday. So he spends all Wednesday night in the tomb. That's one night. He spends all Thursday night in the tomb. That's the second night. He spends all Friday night in the tomb. That's the third night. All right, there are 3 literal nights of 12 hours apiece he's in that tomb. That's 6 in the evening till 6 in the morning. All right, then he's in that thing all day Thursday. That's the first day. He's in there all day Friday. That's the second day. He's in there all day Saturday. That's the third day. It's a literal 3 days and 3 nights. And the Catholic stuff is just more of that same old godless, depraved rubbish they've been putting out for years. Christ crucified the dogwood tree and the shroud of Turin, and Mary went back to heaven, and Mary was born sinless, and blah, 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 blah. All that pagan stuff, and nothing that bunch of bunk. All right, he comes up from the dead 6 o'clock Saturday night. How would that be the first day of the week? The Jewish first day of the week begins 6 o'clock Saturday night, because the evening and the morning were the first day, the evening and the morning were the second day. So 6 o'clock Saturday night is the beginning of Sunday. So he comes up on the first day of the week. Now the problem the people always get into is they keep thinking about Christ coming up around 6 in the morning Sunday. But that'd give another night and a part of a day in there. But that doesn't work. When they came to the tomb, he'd already gone. And it was open, and he'd been gone. He'd been gone for hours. But folks, the stone was not rolled back to get Christ out. People keep on thinking, well, he came up when the stone rolled back, and he didn't have to roll any stone to go anywhere. He went down the heart of the earth and came back up. If he went down through sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock and igneous rock and down in the core and back up again, what would he have to have a stone rolled back for to get out? That is, no, when they came in the tomb and found his lying there, they found the linen wrapped around the body with no body in the linen. The body came through the linen. So they don't worry about a stone. The stone is rolled back so they can go in and see that he's not there. All right, so they come out at 6 o'clock here, and the question comes up, where was he between 6 o'clock and 6 in the morning? And that's quite a conjecture. I read in my Bible where the bodies of many of the saints that slept arose and were seen in the city following his resurrection, which means Saturday night was Halloween night in downtown Jerusalem. I mean, there's so much, you know, that you just read through the Bible and you read through it so fast you don't see what's going on. Well, if those bodies came up after sundown Saturday night and went to Jerusalem, Saturday night must have been a panic in downtown Jerusalem. I don't know who appeared down there, but I've often thought about it. I've often thought about what if Samuel came down there, the high priest, and came to Annas and Caiaphas and says, well, boys, you blew that one, didn't you? You know. So he comes up about at 6 o'clock, and then he's hanging around at 6 o'clock Sunday morning, but then he's only been out with 2 men for 12 hours. And he hadn't gone up yet, because he tells Mary, he said, don't touch me, I have not yet ascended. So the answer to that is the Lord's in that tomb a literal 3 days and literal 3 nights, and Good Friday is that's just more of that godless pagan claptrap you get over here all the time. Nothing to it at all. Yeah. Nothing like a Bible to clear up a college education.